going to hear from aviation. So this is the STEM. Do you guys know what STEM stands for? What is the S? Science. The T? Technology. The E? Engineering. And the M? So now we're looking at a cool piece of technology with aviation. So we're going to hear from them. And maybe I'll begin by playing your... Yes, okay. So they prepared a really cool video for us. I'm going to kill the lights. Let's just kill them completely. And hear the testimony of one student from aviation.
Andrews traffic, Archer 27 Alpha uniform, cleared runway 13 Andrews. Andrews traffic, Archer 27 Alpha uniform is departing runway 13 Andrews. My name is Jeff Tanjov. I'm currently studying aviation with a minor in religion, and I'm here at Andrews University. I hail from the southern part of Africa in a country called Zimbabwe. When I was growing up, I would often look up into the sky, and as I gazed each morning, I would see birds flying up above my house, and I would always question, how can I one day make it up to the sky? Well, that was the beginning. My mother usually used to often smile and say, Jeffter, you will one day fly. Although I had no exposure to any plane, I was inspired by the saying that says, it's not about how you start that matters, but it's about how you finish. Always finish strong. Then it was at that instant that I decided I was gonna gain wings. I took off on that very day, the first week of September. In a moment, I was up in the sky. I'd always wished to be in the sky. All the different theories that I had heard about the sky were somewhat coming into reality now. That was the first landing that I'd ever done. Although it wasn't the best, it was a great experience. Later on that Monday night, I received a text from my instructor, and he said that I was going to do my solo flight. I went up on the plane, sat on the piloting command seat as usual. But it was a different moment because I was all alone with my iPad as a passenger. The crazy part about my first solo experience is that I have a confession. As I went down the runway, my heart skipped a bit, and I realized that I'd forgotten to do the run-up for the plane. It was on that day that I was so excited that I forgot to do that part. But I still went on. And the good part is here I am. I'm alive. I was already getting airborne, so I just took off. Climbed up to 1,700 feet. I turned right for the crosswind, and at that instant, my instructor was on the ground, gave me a radio call and told me, man, you're doing good. That made me feel a little bit better. That was the best experience. The ideal understanding I have about life is that everybody has been called for a purpose. Andrews University affirms this by the motto that it has on its entrance: seek knowledge, affirm faith, and change the world. I am here at Andrews University to make a difference in the small circles of influence that I have. By doing so, I can be able to change not only just the community, but impact myself with the rightful skills that are going to enable me to go out there and change the world. Andrews traffic, Archer 27 Alpha uniform, landing on runway 13 Andrews.
Who thought that was cool? Yeah. So my name's Chris, and these are some of my classmates. We're all aviation majors. And we're going to explain a little bit what we like about taking aviation here at Andrews. So, who here learns with their hands or by doing things? Anybody?
Hands-on people.
Yeah, hands-on type of learning. Well, obviously aviation is pretty great for that. When you start as a freshman, if you're flying, or even as a maintenance student, you'll be taking classes, and then like later in the day, you'll be applying the things you learned in that class with an airplane or a piece of equipment or an engine or something like that. So it's really good about combining the physical aspect of learning with like the intellectual aspect, and I think that's very refreshing for more mechanically inclined people.
Okay, yeah, so you probably already heard, Andrews is a super diverse school, and we have people from over 150 countries or something like that. I am actually one of them. I'm not from this country. I'm from a place called Canada. It's up there, yeah. But yeah, so we have a really diverse place, and it makes it really cool because we all get to like intermingle and learn from each other, and it's just a really fun place. And like the fact that we get to, I started my morning this morning with an airplane. I started at 7:30 and I got to see the sunrise at 4,000 feet, so that was pretty cool.
And see Chicago.
And I saw Chicago, yeah, I saw Chicago, so that was pretty cool. So just things like that, it's like makes your day more memorable. So like the fact that I get to live that on a daily basis is pretty special.
Yep, so my name's Cameron, and I represent both the flight and maintenance department. So who likes to travel and also go on vacation? Yeah. So if you become a pilot, you can do both. So pilots are making anywhere between $100,000 to $500,000 once you become a professional. So that's $500,000 per year. Who likes to get paid? I know I do.
Think of it this way: like you're sitting on a beach, you're enjoying yourself, you're getting paid while you're sitting there, and you got the free flight there. So I mean, come on, you can't beat that.
All the legroom in the world.
Yeah, seriously, sitting up there.
Yeah, so basically, if you guys have any questions or are interested in becoming like a pilot or a mechanic, we invite all you guys to come and check out the department. So if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or answer your questions. So thank you.
We have 90 more seconds right now, so maybe we can take a couple questions. Do you guys have any questions about aviation, about flying, about what it's like to be a student here, learning to be a pilot or maintenance? Yeah.
When you finish the program, will you have your license by then?
Yeah. By the end of your first year, you should have your private pilot's license if you're doing the flight side. If you're doing maintenance, after 2 years, you'll have your airframe and power plant license, so you can work as a mechanic. And by the time, depending on how fast you work and the weather during the year, you could be a flight instructor by the end of your second year.
Wow.
How many flight hours do you need?
So you don't really need any flight hours. We take you all the way from 0 all the way up to CFI, which allows you to teach new students how to fly. So right now we have a range of flight hours. So
I'm at 250 and counting. I've been here for 3 years, and I'll be hopefully a flight instructor by the next month or two. And Chris just got his a few weeks ago actually. So yeah, so he's a little higher than I am.
any other questions?
What are you guys' long-term plan? Are you planning to go to mission fields with that idea, or more like commercial flight?
I think it varies. Personally, well, now is a great time to get into the airlines. There's lots of jobs. In the whole industry, it's booming right now. So airlines are paying very well, but me personally, I don't really want to live that kind of lifestyle. I might lean more to a mission-oriented type of job, which some of our graduates actually have been in the mission field, and they're doing both airlines and missions.
Well, let's give him a big hand.